Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a video for some home decor inspiration. You guys seem to really enjoy my summer inspiration video. So as always, I'm just going to be scrolling through Pinterest and I'll insert pictures somewhere on the screen of the stuff that I am looking at. And then also a little side note, if I'm super awkward in this video, it's because I'm filming in my living room and my mom's sitting directly across from me. Alright, let's start with one of the most common household crochet items. And I think that would be a blanket. There's lots of fun ways that you can go ahead and make blankets. I've seen some really cool ones with granny squares. So there's some people that just take one granny square and they just add rows and rows onto that. And then there's some other ones where they make flowers. There's this really popular charity daisy square pattern. I'll have that linked down below. But it's super fun and colorful. And then you also have, I've seen some really cool ones for temperature blankets. So essentially each day of the year you would calculate what the weather was and then correlate it to a color. So say it's cold one day, you might make it a dark blue, and then if it's warm one day you would make it a bright red. I also think that crochet pillows would be a really fun idea. There's tons of different things along with blankets that you can do with them, and it would be a really fun concept to make a matching set. Again, you can make those with granny squares. There's also, again, the charity square daisy pattern. I've seen some circular shapes. There's one in the shape of a little strawberry. With strawberries, you can also make them into a square shape and then almost embroider the strawberries on the pillow. There's also a really fun dragonfly one, a butterfly. There's a I want to learn how to make the star shape. And then there's this really cool one. If you take two star-shaped panels and then connect them, you can make a little star pillow, which I think would be so fun. And it's also super textured, which I think textured home decor just adds another element to the design and just kind of elevates it a little bit. A fun idea, but I haven't personally tried yet, but I'm interested to try it out, would be a crochet rug. There's a few different ways I've seen people do this. The one thing that I will say is I'm a little bit worried about how it'll hold up because it's being walked on obviously and heavily used. I'm thinking that maybe if you use a thicker, more sturdy yarn, maybe the sugar and cream, that it would be ideal. I think if you used an acrylic or a cotton, it would just pill really fast and just kind of get destroyed. Some different design ideas for crochet rugs that I'm seeing is there's some with tons of flowers. This would be a really good project idea if you have a ton of scrap yarn that you've been wanting to use up. And there's also ways to make this super colorful and fun and different shapes. You could even make the small crochet flowers and then make them into the pattern of a flower. Or there's some that are just the circles. You can make them squares, anything that you want. There's also some really colorful, I don't know what it would be called. I guess a free form crochet project idea. Again, I think this would be a really great idea to use your scrap yarn. And then I'm also seeing some, which I think would be probably ideal for even an entryway, little mat, a little welcome mat. But it's essentially this thicker rope yarn. And then what you do is you would take the rope yarn and you would make it into just any shape that you want. And there's ways to make it, again, just super colorful and fun. Another idea that I think would be really fun, which is kind of similar to the crochet pillows, but it's floor poofs. So it's essentially kind of like a bean bag, but also not really. You essentially just make this little floor cushion. So all you would need is essentially some plushy stuffing. And then you would just crochet two large circles and then attach those together and stuff it. And you can use it as a little seat or as decoration. And again, it's one of those projects where anything with crochet, you're designing it yourself so you can make it as colorful as you want or as neutral as you want. But I think these would be really fun to add to a living room. Just throw them in the corner and then you have guests over, you can just throw them out and be okay, here's your seat. Another functional idea would be crochet curtains. I've seen a lot of people do this for their kitchens. They have a little kitchen window and then you can crochet a mesh granny square kitchen curtain. So essentially it's enough for privacy, but it's still gonna let the light in. And there's lots of ways that you can do these. A lot of them are, again, granny squares because it's gonna let the light in. But you can also do treble stitch would be really cool. There are some with circular granny squares and just odd shapes that you can make. It's one of those projects where, again, it's really customizable and you can match it to other home decor that you've made in your home and just kind of like tie it all together. One of my favorite like home decor items that I've made, which is super easy, you can make this in just a couple hours, is plant holders. So again, you can make these also with macrame if you want, but there's some really easy patterns where you just take essentially 4 granny squares. No, sorry, it's 5 granny squares, but you attach all the sides and then make a bottom, and then you can take your plant and you can place it into the little like holder that you just made, and then you make strings to tie it up and you can hang it anywhere you want. Another really easy and really quick like one-day project would be crochet coasters. Hello, puppy. But with coasters, it's really fun because, again, it's so customizable and you can make so many different shapes. There's some that are flowers, there's some that are olives. Devout Hand has really great home decor and even like fashion patterns, which are pretty affordable. But she has this really cute one that I'm looking at, and it's a little olive, so it has like the little red pit inside. The sound of her drinking water. Excuse me. Excuse me, we're filming. Excuse you. Puppy. Did you call her? Yeah. Puppy dog. She hates me. Hi. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, she's gonna sit there now. Okay. You can help. You want to read the next thing? We're gonna go over tapestries. Okay, bye. The next idea, which I think would be really fun and super customizable, is tapestry crochet. I talked about this in my last inspiration video, but it's really fun because what you can do with tapestry crochet is you can, if you have a picture that you really like, you can make a grid out of it for free. I'll have the company like linked down below so you guys can try it out. But you essentially take any picture that you like and you move it over to this grid, and it'll make a little grid for you, and then you can crochet it. Tapestry crochet would be really handy for home decor because you can make wall art, would be like the most simple idea, but you can also make that into like really large blankets, would be really cool. And you can also make it into pillows. I've seen some, there's this really cute one that says Home Sweet Home on it, and someone essentially made like a grid for a little house and put the little house on it and made little like ruffled edges. There's some that are like floral, there's some that are like little clocks, and there's some that say like little funny different things. There's like the really trendy one that says Tummy Ache Survivor, which I'm seeing everywhere. There's little flower ones. You can attach them to little like poles, you can attach them to, there's these little like ways that you can make like a little hook and then like hook it directly onto the wall, which I think would be really handy. You can even make like little like fringed edges for some added texture. I also think it would be a really cute idea to make little tapestry crochet food items and then put them all in the kitchen. Or even if you have like a little like bar cart, if you're like into making drinks, you could make a little like martini glass or just like different beverages and then put them all over the bar cart. I think that would be such a cute little accessory. All right, that was all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will go ahead and see you next time. It'll be more awkward with you in here. Are you gonna be judging me?
No.
Like crying.
Seriously? Now I'm gonna judge you.
I don't know why, it's just so like cringy. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a video for some hi. Oh.